What a year, you guys, and it flew by so fast. So this is the year end of Project 80 Squares. We've managed to complete the shell. Lynn, how much did you spend on the shell? A cottage, is it worth it, or just dive into building the main house? For me, the jury is still out there, but I'll talk about what I've done and how much I've spent. So a quick one, guys. This cottage, it's on 80 square meters. 2-bedroom. What was approved by the council is a 2-bedroom house, which is 2-bedroom, a garage, living room, kitchen and bathroom. That is because my council only allows 2-bedroom cottages. Anything else, it's you converting after the fact, but your plan will not be signed off. So that's just what you guys need to know. Now, the pricing of things, maybe it is each location is different, but I do think we all buy things at our materials at similar places, right? Builders, Halsteads, Electrocells, Sino. So I don't think the prices differ that much. So like I said, this video is for educational purposes. So always be looking and seeing, hey, am I in line or lean? Are you way off? Okay, so I've got notes so I don't go off track. So guys, this video will be in 4 parts. I've got the council paperwork, then I've got the foundation, the wall plate, as well as the roof. So I'll start with the council stuff. Wait, if you also need itemized billing and I've got separate videos which I did upload as each stage went on, so you can always go and refer back to those videos. Council paperwork. So guys, before you start, even the council needs you to have your stuff right, and you also need to have your plan. I paid $300 to have my plan drawn. Wait, this $300 is split into 2 because I plan to have a main house in the future. The council wants to know how big everything is, all of that. So with that, they kind of like force you to do both the plan for the cottage as well as the main house. So that's why the cost is $300, but the cottage itself was just $100. How I did lose money on this, I'll let you guys in a minute. Then also, to get this plan approved and everything, you take your plan as well as documents, which are your agreement of sale, copy of ID, site plan, and the stamped clearance. I guess this is from your developer. And I paid $450 to the council to get this approved. This money rather is for you to get the inspection card, right? Number 1, to approve your plans for the cottage and the main house, as well as for the visits. I think there are 9 visits that they do, and these visits are like, I think, $25 each. So you pay them once at the same time for both the house and for the cottage. That's why it went to $450. Now, I did say I lost money, and I am gonna lose money on this because the council does give you 1 year to start building the main house and the cottage. As you guys know, I'm in year 1 and the cottage is only halfway. So clearly I didn't hit the deadline, and I was told that you can go back to the council and apply for an extension, all of that. I'll be honest, I didn't do that. I haven't done it. I'm not sure if I can do it. We shall see. But it is, you know what, I'm taking the L on that. This is the cost. So maybe I am losing, I would say maybe $400, which is a lot of money for the main house, because again, I've also, with now what I've experienced with building the cottage, I think I was being a bit over ambitious with the size of my main house. So yeah, I'm gonna trim that house a bit. It's a bit too much house. Now that's the cost, the first cost, guys. So let's just say $450 plus $300 if you're doing both cottage and main house. So again, guys, go to your council, they'll give you what's correct. Now the second part is the foundation. Now foundation, guys, I spent $2,900. This is including setting out, excavating, them digging and doing the full foundation. $2,900. Not sure if that's a lot, but yeah, you know what, it's okay. Then the next part is the wall plate. So from the foundation past the ring beam. So I've just put in all of the costs. And guys, just please note, some material will be a bit left over from the foundation, everything, and so I'm trying my best. So yeah, so that's why it's a little star, right? Please note. But this is what I spent anyway. I spent 6,196, right? From walls to ring beam, the work, the labor, and all of that. I'm not sure, guys. 6,196. You should know I did have less costs on the ring beam. I did not buy the timber for that. My parents donated their timber for me, as well as transportation costs. That is not included. My parents also donated that to us, my hubby and I. So please factor that in as I'm saying how much things are costing. And lastly, guys, we've got the roof. The roof, I paid 4,976. This was for the Q tiles, the timber, insulation, and labor. Now, guys, this is just a cottage, and I do believe my dad said I went overboard with the cottage. It's supposed to be as simple as possible, but yeah, you know, like I said, that's what I wanted, and Lynn gets what she wants. So in total, I spent 14,819. The reason why I was mentioning about that is just a cottage is because there are cheaper roof types that you can select. If your council allows, you can even do a different type of roof. I went for the heaped roof. I believe that is more expensive. And guys, people say Q tiles are cheaper than concrete. I feel like the difference is not that much. Really, it's not that much. But I went with Q tiles because lately a lot of people, you guys can disagree with me in the comments, a lot of people have been struggling with leaking with concrete tiles. Unless you find somebody that is very good, that is very skilled, a lot of bricklayers are struggling with that. And when I drove around a neighborhood in new developments, a lot of people in Gweru, that is, guys, a lot of people are using Q tiles or IBR sheets to be exact. So I think maybe builders or roofers are more skilled now, or they're getting more experience with the IBRs instead of the concrete. I don't know. It's just something I noticed. I'm not saying mine has, my roof isn't leaked. This will be the first rainy season, and we'll see if it will leak. But I'm not sure if I'll see if it will leak, because I did put alubabo insulation. In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know, because I insisted I wanted that that insulation. So I don't know, guys. We'll see. So in total, like I said, I spent 14,819. That's just for the 3 steps. We don't have any windows, we don't have anything else, no plumbing, no nothing. So guys, I don't know, people told me that 10,000 is enough. It's not enough, really, unless maybe you really make it simple or anything. I don't know. Now, things that I think made my cottage a bit more expensive, I've got a double wall. A double wall around, so I'm guessing that also adds a bit more money. I've also used, like I said, a heaped roof. That costs a bit more. But then again, also, like I said, some of the costs were subsidized. They were subsidized by my parents. So I'm thinking perhaps maybe that cancels itself out, because like I said, no fuel. I didn't pay for the fuel. I didn't pay for the transport. And I also didn't pay for some of the water, because we don't have running water on site. Sometimes my dad would gift us water, so I feel like sometimes some of those things do cancel out with some of the design choices I made. Anyway, guys, let me know, how much have you spent on your cottage, or are you planning on spending on your cottage? 80 square meters, it's not that big, guys. It's really small. The rooms are so tiny, but yeah, it is what it is. The next video, I think we're gonna talk about some of the hidden costs that, like I said, that you need to prepare for, that I didn't even mention in this little recap. But in honesty, guys, just start. I think the problem is we all want to finish at once. You can say, hey, this year I'm just gonna do the foundation, or I'm just gonna, like, I've only managed to do the first part. Next year we'll start with the windows, right? Remember, you are amazing. Don't let anyone tell you others. Until next time.